Hey YouTube, it's been quite a while. I apologise for my quite long delay of videos and art on my other accounts, on my other social medias and stuff. I have been under a lot of stress lately. I have school at the moment, which is year 12, and it's just been it's been absolutely crazy. And I haven't really had much time to do any art at all, honestly. This piece was done, I think, in December around last year, and it's just about been that long since I've done any traditional art or painting because it's been so crazy. Sorry. I'm about to cry. It's been a tough journey so far, but sorry, my channel's not about sadness and talking about my personal problems. It's mostly about art, so I'm sorry that this video is going to be a bit of a mixture of that. I've just been going through a lot of tough things, and I do hope that I can get back on track because both YouTube and art have helped me a lot to get through my problems and my personal crisis and dilemmas and stuff like that. YouTube has definitely helped me come out of my shell a lot more. I've been able to speak to people, make friends, and be more open and talkative, and it's also helped me just get back on track with art because, before YouTube I was just, not doing art really at all. I just thought it was a momentary expressive tool rather than an enjoyment or a hobby, and now it's definitely become very close to me, and I do hope to continue it. So I really I'm going to really try to make videos and do more videos much more often and just try and connect with you guys because you amazing people that watch my videos, I'm always so blown away, and honestly I cry every time I read the comments. I am so overjoyed and so happy to know that there are people out there that enjoy what I do, and art is very much so a passion. It's always been something that I feel I'm able to express myself with. Again, I'm sorry if this is all quite vague and jumbled. It's been just a difficult time for me the last couple months, and generally if you've been around my channel for a while, then you know that I do take a break every so often just from social media. I do just lay back and kind of regather my thoughts and let things flow, because I'm a very private person. I don't talk about my what I go through or my feelings or anything like that also often, and social media does scare me a lot, to be honest. It's a very scary thing, posting something and have lots of people that you probably don't even know look at it or judge it or such and such, and I'm very scared of it. I'm trying not to be, but it's just, it's very spooky. It's a spooky thing. But I hope to try and just separate that and keep my personal life and my social media life very separate. It's just sometimes they clash, and I can't help that. And I'm very sorry about that. If I can give an example of kind of what I've been going through and have been feeling, please go to Skip to My Lou's channel. She's quite a popular YouTuber here, and I really love her videos. She's so blunt and honest and funny, and she just recently released a video that kind of sums up exactly how I've been feeling and what's going on with me. It's called My Depression and 600 LBS Life. She's I'm pretty sure she's a comedian. She's really funny, and I love her channel, and it definitely sums up kind of how I've been feeling. If I could give you a little bit of an insight again, my mum has a disability and I have a disability. I haven't really mentioned that very often on my channel because I don't really like talking about it, but it's very hard, and I hope to become more open about my life to you guys. It's just at the moment it's quite difficult to, but I really do hope that you enjoy this video, and I hope that I can release more videos. I starting year 12 and it's just it's crazy, you know, like last year what am I going to do with my life? And my birthday was good, you know, that was amazing. I had 24 donuts for my birthday instead of a cake, so I was super happy about that. I also got new paints which I'm actually using right now. So a little bit about this artwork. It's Jack and Sally from The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I did this as a piece for my aunt and uncle because it's their anniversary and they love Jack and Sally, and I love Jack and Sally as well, so it just kind of fit in together. And I ended up giving this to them because they are incredible and they inspire my creepiness and gothiness in my art a lot, and I really do consider both of them as role models and idols, so I put a lot of passion and a lot of love into this artwork, and I do hope that it kind of shows that. It's very creepy. I tried to do a bit of a spin on their styles. I tried to do it in my interpretation of Tim Burton's style because I really respect him as a creator and inventor of things, and I just I tried to do that. I'm using my new paints here, as I said. This is Majello, is it Majello or Majello watercolor paints. These come in like little tubes. I think they come in pans as well, though I didn't really know too much about the pans when I got these tubes. I think tube watercolors are in fact better, they last a lot longer, so I got them, and I got the smaller version of the tubes. I think they're 5 milliliters or 7 milliliters, and I got also a paint palette with it. I'll do a bit of a showcase of that soon, but I'm just trying to get used to them. You know, I'm trying to use them you know, in small artworks and just trying to paint real life and stuff like that just now and then. They're not you know, full artworks like this, but it's just trying to test out how well I know them and if I get to know them better, because they are incredible watercolors. If you're thinking about getting you know, a professional set of watercolors, or watercolors that will last you a long time, like I'm talking years or 10 years or so, then these are definitely should be on your list because they are incredible. They are the most vibrant watercolors I've ever used. In fact, I'm afraid to use them, and I actually had to use my Winsor & Newton watercolors to mute down the color because it was just too intense for me. And you can see on the right side is the palette, so kind of a mixture of colors that I used and techniques, and just a bit of a sample, because I feel when you're doing especially a watercolor piece or really any piece in general, it's great to have a bit of a sample of color near you so you know what that color looks like and how it reacts with others and how it mixes, etc. And yeah. Oh, also I've been watching a lot of TV shows and movies lately. It's just I love them. It's my passion as well as art. I love cinema and cinematic beauty and just the shots and acting. I love it all. And one of them I watched is The Crown. It's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original, and it's basically like a sumdown, no spoilers, about Queen Elizabeth, I think her name is, and she is the current reigning queen, and her early life and debut almost, and kind of what she went through. And okay, this is going to be a bit of a spoiler, but in one of the episodes, this really mean old president guy who's all cranky and crabby all the time really likes art. He likes painting nature and particularly a lake that was near him for, you know, specific reasons, and he just, you know, he absolutely loves art, and he did oil paintings, and his opinion of it was that he is painting the realest and the most raw and the truth of something, you know, a very justified and certain way that he thought art was meant to be, and any other type of way was, obviously wrong in his eyes. That any other kind of art that wasn't real, true, and justified, and showing the raw intensity of something is, not right to him. And it was very interesting to see his interaction with another artist who he happened to hire. And this artist said to him that, his view of art is bringing out the beauty and the perspective of what you see around you, or even what you can bring out in yourself. So more or less you're discovering more about yourself, and you're healing yourself, and you're bringing out your own personality in things that you paint. He had a very almost poetic view of art, and it really hit deeply with me. I'm still thinking about it, to this day. I watched it months ago, and it's an incredible show, and an incredible acting by both of them. But just what they said was very moving to me, and very moving and differential in my art. It definitely gave me a bit of a new perspective on it, that people can see art differently and have different views and opinions of it, but it's really the mass majority who gets to decide what's what. They get to judge your art, and it's almost like judging you in a sense. And a bit further into the conversation they had was this crabby old president guy. He likes to paint just the realest and truest things. He said that art is like a bloody battle, and you're stuck with, I think he said, like an axe or just a sword, and every brushstroke is like you're losing the battle, and you're just trying to win, you're struggling. And I definitely resonated with that, but I didn't agree with anything else he said about art. I much more lean towards the poetic view of it, even though I honestly don't like poets. I'm sorry if anyone likes poets or poetic things. I think it's very separate for me and art, and I just thought it was really funny, kind of how I see it in my art sometimes. It's a piece that you're carving into the paper, or the canvas, or whatever you're painting on, or drawing, or sculpting. And I feel sculptors are kind of a bit more in tune with that. They have to do something 3D. They have to do something that you can see from every single angle, and not just flat 2D on paper. And I really respect that, and that definitely changed my perspective of art, and I hope I kind of give you a bit of an insight on that as well. Art is definitely different for everyone. And okay, I'm coming to the bit of the end of the piece. I'm doing like these little ink bits. I'm sorry if you can hear background noise. And this is my favourite part. I love doing these little ink bits and stars and things like that. And for the background and for most of this piece, I actually used water brushes. This was my second time using water brushes, and they're good. They're easy to use, calming. They watered down the colour a lot. Derp me, I didn't exactly expect that from them. But yeah, they watered down the colour a lot. It's like a solution almost, but it's definitely a lot easier to use than brushes. And if you like that kind of thing, then yeah, I do recommend water brushes. But thank you for watching this video. I'm sorry that this was extremely long. I hope my other videos will not be as long and personal, but thank you again. I really do love you guys. I think you are all amazing, and I hope that you enjoy art. Just enjoy it. It's a beautiful thing, and it's something that you can learn more and teach others. So thank you. Bye.